I'm going to show you all the things that I sewed in August. Hi, I'm Alex and this is Gingerhead & Co, my sewing vlog. Today I'm going to show you all the things that I made in August. It's already September. I couldn't make the video earlier. I wasn't very well and, well, I haven't been very well, but I'm getting there. So let's start with McCall 7313 because I made a video. It's my cover stitching for beginners video, and the video includes parts of the process of making both dresses because I've got two of them. The first one is the one that I'm wearing and the second one is this one. Both are made in viscose jersey. The jersey is from Lamazi. I love the dresses and I love the fabric. The only issue is that I have already worn them quite a lot. Viscose jersey is not durable, so after each wash it puckers a bit, and you can probably notice little puckers even here. It's been washed 5, maybe 6 times. That's with pre-washing, and it's already a bit worn looking. But I intend to wear the dresses till they fall apart because I absolutely love them, and they are so nice to wear, so easy to wear and so nice to wear. They are very casual, but they don't really look extremely casual. They look smartish, smart enough to go to work in. I suspect there are about 20-30 washes in each of the dresses, and that's at least how long I'm going to wear them. But I chose the project with that in mind because I thought I don't really want to spend a lot of time making dresses that are not going to last that long. So I didn't want to make anything elaborate because that would mean that I spent more time making the dress than wearing the dress. Well, it's a shame that they're probably not going to last years, but you never know. However, I love them. I'm going to wear them to death because they feel heavenly, soft and light. And when I put them on, I immediately become soft and light as well. Let's face it, I'm not soft and light. But the dresses are floaty because of the full skirt part and slightly drapey bodice. The pattern is perfect for beginners. There will be few, if any, fit issues, as it's not a fitted bodice. The waistline is accentuated with elastic. I also made belts because I like their happy dangliness. Then I made a dress for my sister. It's McCall's 7349, and I'll put the photo here. But I'm going to include the footage of my sister modeling her dresses, 2 dresses. One was made in August, so it is going to be the new dress, the McCall's 7349, but the other one was made earlier and I thought that it was a fail, but my sister still wants to wear it, so why not? I'm very glad that she likes it. It's very flattering that she likes things that I make for her. But the McCall's 7349, the one that she is wearing in this photo, that's a dress that I had made before my sister visited, and then I made some fit adjustments when she was here. So she was trying it on and I was fitting the dress, and it was wonderful. I felt a bit more like a proper seamstress. But also we had a sewing session and it was wonderful. I've never sewn with anybody else and I absolutely loved sewing with my sister. It was a lot of fun, and she made her own skirt. I haven't got the photo of the skirt. I was hoping that my sister sends me the photo, but I haven't got it yet. But she made it all by herself. She was really impressed with my machines. Also, it really amused me when she was surprised and she commented on my sewing that she said that I sew precisely as I sew in videos, in my videos. Yes, that's precisely how I sew. What you see is what you get. She left with 2 suitcases of dresses made by me, or 2 suitcases of clothes made by me, which is fine because she had arrived with 2 suitcases of fabric, and you can see it in my haul video. It's a huge haul, so I don't feel the need to buy fabric for some time. Here is my sister not really grasping the idea of modeling. I think she mistook the catwalk for a cat playpen. You can see here that she's playing with my cat Ulysses. He's doing his gargoyle impression on top of the shed. Of course, Isabella, the sister, is being ignored by Ulysses, the cat. Indifference to everything and everyone is Ulysses' default setting. And my sister is making a fool of herself because it runs in the family. I don't think either of us would make a great model, but she's doing her best. Here, the dress I thought was a fail, but she likes it. It's McCall's M7538, made in scuba. I wasn't too happy with the color blocking of this dress. It had looked better in my head. My family seem to be missing the behave like an adult gene. And my sister is not very serious here. I'm not sure if she's aware that it's going to be on YouTube. She's going to see a spider now. I didn't actually think that I would sew a lot in August because, well, first of all, I was quite poorly, but my sewing room was also redecorated. I mean, Hatch painted the walls and changed the flooring because I used to have a carpet. And it's an old house, so everything takes much longer than we would expect. So 2 of my weekends were redecorating, and I couldn't sew. Somehow I managed to make things, and for some reason mostly 2 of the same pattern. So let's start with the first pair. And the first pair is Isabella dress from the Patern Preacher. This one. And that's the one that I'm wearing, but I didn't add sleeves in this one. I made 2. I'm going to show you the other one in a second. I'll also include some footage or some photos. And I was given this pattern, but I was under no obligation to make a vlog about it. I don't think they know that I have a vlog, but they contacted me. The Patern Preacher contacted me on Instagram and asked me if I wanted to choose one of the patterns. The only thing they asked for was to share the photos on Instagram, which was lovely. And I investigated the company because I don't normally do a lot of pattern reviews if I'm given a pattern, because I think it would influence my judgment. But in here, I chose the pattern myself, and I must say that immediately, as soon as I saw the dress, I knew that I wanted the dress. It's a beginner level dress, so I could have chosen something more challenging, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to for many reasons. First of all, because it's a cocoon shaped dress, and I love it. I love this shape. This is just perfect for me. I love everything about it. Second of all, and that hugely influenced my choice, is the dress is called Isabella. Isabella is the name of my sister. I could not pick this pattern, and I'm very glad I did, because I love both my dresses, and to be honest, I just wanted to make more, but I have to be very careful with how many dresses or how many of the same pattern I make, because I don't want to end up with a wardrobe full of Isabella dresses. Well, anyway, to the pattern. The pattern comes in sizes 6 to 20 UK, and it's, as I said, a cocoon shaped dress. It's just above my knees, but it is on a taller person, it would be shorter. It's a beginner level pattern, and it's got grown on sleeves, V-neck. The sleeves are not here, I'll show you the other dress. And it's got facing, and you can add patch pockets, and it's got a belt to add some shape. But you can wear it without a belt if you want to feel a bit more relaxed. So both ways, well, I like both ways. I didn't like the patch pockets, and in this one I did actually add the patch pockets, and I added the sleeves, but then I took them off, both the sleeves and the patch pockets, because I thought I would get so much more wear out of the dress without patch pockets and without the sleeves. This fabric is from Colville, and it's some sort of polyester. It's not scuba or it's not cotton jersey. It's just dress fabric, unknown dress fabric, because I wanted to experiment. I do love the fabric. It feels heavenly soft again. One thing that I would always change in this dress, this is the only one that is going to have that, is the facing. I don't like facings. There is no reason for me not to like facings. They don't pop out. I did secure them here. So I sewn the seam allowances here. But I just don't like them. I feel that the dress looks a bit unfinished. In the pattern, they suggest that you top stitch the facing, the neckline. So the facing definitely doesn't pop up. And I do understand why they suggest it. It's a beginner pattern. So the instructions are very, very clear, very simple. And they want you to succeed, so they ask you to top stitch. But obviously I didn't top stitch. I understitched, I pressed and secured the seam allowances here to make sure that it doesn't pop out. And I have this seamless line of the seamless neckline here. Sorry about my mic, but you can probably see what I mean, right? And the facing is inside, right? You know what the facing is. But I just don't really like facings. I like the company. It's an independent UK-based company. I am definitely going to support UK-based independent companies. I have my reasons. I think people should be supported, so I am going to support them. I think they're brilliant. Their instructions are extremely clear. There is no way you can go wrong. I know that Karen is reviewing a pattern. I think it's trousers, Sorrento trousers. I don't remember, but if her video is by now posted, I'll add a link to her video somewhere below, in the box below. So you might ask her about instructions for something more advanced, on a more advanced level. Mine is beginner and it's perfect for beginners. It's very simple and extremely satisfying. They use a lot of drawings. They also have instructional videos. You've got the Q code, the thingy here. And you can use it to watch a film, to watch your instructions on video. But I think that the pictures are so clear that really you can't go wrong. And me being me, I absolutely love the fact that you can hack this dress and you can make as many dresses as possible. You can make a top by just cutting it here. You can add another skirt. You can add sleeves, or you don't have to add sleeves. You can add pockets in the side seams if you know how to add them. You can add patch pockets if you like them. You can change the neckline because it's not very difficult. I've changed mine. Well, I've made another neckline in my other dress. Let me show you the other dress. So that's my other dress, and it's made in viscose jersey from La Mazie again. And I sized it down. In here, the seam allowance is 1 centimeter, which I absolutely love because I never use the fashion 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. I always try to, if I use the button again, I definitely remove the seam allowance and add my seam allowance that is smaller. It's easier to sew, especially curves or smaller parts, smaller bits, details. It's easier to sew with a narrower seam allowance. Well, anyway, I sized this one down because it's viscose jersey, and I changed the neckline, or I didn't add the facings, but I just added the band and top stitched the band here. See? Like that. And that was the easiest, the fastest dress I could make. I did add sleeves and the little cuffs here because I like cuffs. I don't like my sleeves to be, well, especially in jersey because it's viscose jersey, so I thought it would look better with cuffs. And this is going to be my favorite dress for the nearest few months. Again, well, viscose jersey, so it's probably not going to last forever, which is a shame, but you can see the shape of the dress. Or you can't, I'll add some photos, some footage. But it's a super easy dress to fit. There are not going to be any fit issues. I don't think it's possible to have any fit issues with this dress. The sizing is true. I made size 6, and I think that's the look that they wanted me to achieve. And I'm very happy with the fit of the dress. This is size 6. The other one is smaller than size 6 because of the fabric that I used. It's not a fitted dress, it's a dress that is meant to envelop you, to make you feel comfortable. The pattern is for woven fabric, but it's easily adaptable and it works in knits as well. If you want more structure, choose fabric with more body and less drape. You can be very creative with this pattern. Add flounces, change the sleeves, or make the whole dress longer or shorter. You can make lots of garments by making simple tweaks. And it is perfect for beginners. The things I like the most about the pattern itself, apart from the fact that I picked the pattern, so yeah, I'm very happy with the pattern that I chose. But the things that I really like is that the envelope is really sturdy. I don't often buy paper patterns, but I like this one because it's kind of like a PDF, so it's not this flimsy paper. I know that everybody likes different things, but I prefer this sort of paper, and the sturdiness of the envelope, because if I use the pattern again, and I will use the pattern again, I don't want my envelope to get damaged immediately. The instructions are in a booklet, which is brilliant because you can't really lose a page. Well, maybe you can't, but I don't know how. And everything is illustrated, so you've got all the drawings of the layout, and every step in the instruction is illustrated in the same way. So all the steps have their own drawings. And then you've got a tiny little booklet with terminology, the glossary of the terms that they use, like understitching and so on, and some extras, so what to use when you're sewing. I think it's brilliant. I think they are definitely one of the good independent companies, so I would encourage you to have a go. At the time of recording the video, I'll confirm it by pinning a comment there. You've got 30% off with the code ALEX30, so go and use that if you like any of the patterns. I can definitely recommend it. I'm not paid for that, so I can definitely recommend it. They're both my perfect everyday dresses. They're casual enough for me to feel comfortable, but not too casual, so I can still wear them to the office, especially now because we've got a slightly relaxed dress code at the moment. There are not that many people in the office. I don't have to worry about the dresses being inappropriate. They also remind me of Tilly and the Buttons' Suki dress from the last book, Make It Simple. They are quite similar, slightly different, but quite similar, the same type. So if you like the type of the dress, I would definitely recommend Isabella dress. And what a beautiful name it is, Isabella. It's a perfect name for the pattern. And then I used the same fabric that I used for my sister's dress to make a dress for myself. It's a hack of Vogue 9103. And I have made this dress before, and I made this one because I knew I was going to wear it, because I wear my Vogue dresses all the time. It is a hack because Vogue dresses normally don't really fit me, so I have to make a lot of fit adjustments, and very often I have to change the neckline just to be decent. So I have in this one as well. This is lightweight scuba, and it's from Colville with Birds of Paradise. I think I showed you this fabric. So I made the changes as well because of the fabric that I chose, because the pattern is originally made for wovens, so it's Vogue 9103. So I had to adapt my pattern to work with this fabric, and it does. And I used my cover stitch because I'm a cover stitch addict. So I used my cover stitch to finish the necklines and the armholes. Why not? And I love the dress, and this is something that is safe for me. I needed an office dress, something that I would feel very comfortable in, and because I have made this pattern before, I knew it would work, and it works. It's perfect for this time of the year because I can put a cardi on and be warm enough. But also, again, it's very much no thinking, no brain, just open your wardrobe, put it on and go to work. And I need that in the morning because I've got other things to do in the morning. So love the dress. I would definitely recommend the pattern, especially if the patterns from Vogue fit you. But even if they don't, if you persist, you might want to repeat your hacks then. It's originally a lined dress with 6 bodice variations. The bodice is close fitting, the shoulder seams are extended, forming cup sleeves. The waistline is raised. The back of the flared skirt part is originally gathered into the back. So it's an empire line here, and there are 2 parts in the front and the back of the skirt, 2 parts of the bodice in the back, but only 1 in the front of the bodice. There are darts front and back, but only two darts coming from here, and round sleeves, which I absolutely love. Again, I changed the neckline because I think in the pattern the original doesn't really have this. I don't remember. I think there is definitely a v-neck, and I made a v-neck and I didn't like it, so my sister's got this dress. I make a round neckline for myself and I'm very happy. Nothing more to add about the dress because I've got quite a few things to show you. So let's move on to cardigans to go with the dress. So I made 2 Bertha cardigans. Bertha pattern is from Tilly and the Buttons book, Make It Simple, and I have made quite a few, I think 3 or 4 Bertha cardigans before, but this time I made 2 from Ponte that I got from minkia.com, and this is the softest, the most strokeable Ponte I can think of. It's extremely good quality. Unfortunately, because it's viscose, it creases a lot, so you can see the creases. I have worn all the things that I'm showing you quite a lot because it's already September, so yeah. And they've been washed as well, so they're not new, not crisp and new. But I love Bertha cardigans. I love this color, and the color is going to go with most of the wardrobe. Most of my wardrobe. I love the fabric. It's really good quality Ponte. I'm not always a fan of Ponte because, again, Ponte is not extremely durable, but it's viscose made into knit. So come on, what not to love? I love it. This fabric has a pattern on it. I mean, it's like imprint, some rectangular pattern here, and it's slightly shiny, and I've got it in another colorway. I'm going to show you on my Bertha cardigan. Bertha cardigan number 2 is made in this raspberry pink, or whatever you want to call it. And again, I made it for my wardrobe because it goes with so many of my dresses. So much of what I have already is similar colors. I'm in love with the cardigans. Bertha cardigan is definitely going to be at least one of the top 3 cardigan patterns that I am going to use and use and use a lot. I wear cardigans, so I make a lot of cardigans. Even for the cardigan, it is worth getting the book. And this ponte, the raspberry ponte, is also from minkia.com. So it's the same quality, and the quality is outstanding. I can definitely recommend the ponte, if they have any, because this ponte spent a lot of time in my stash. I was waiting for the perfect pattern because I liked the fabric so much. And I think I found the perfect pattern and I'm not going to regret it. The cardigans have already had quite a lot of use, so they're going to have even more. It's a slouchy, oversized type open cardigan with huge batwing sleeves. It's cropped on someone with a longer torso. It will finish at the waist. The sleeves have narrow, longish cuffs. It comes in sizes 6 to 24 UK. You can also add pockets and collar block the cardi. I told you I was making things in pairs in August. I made 2 of my ever favorite Burda Easy patterns. It's high neck pattern from Burda Easy magazine number 4 from 2019, and I've made it before and I loved them so much. I'm going to insert some photos, but I'm going to show you what I did because I don't like wasting fabric. And I wasn't going to talk about it, but because it's already September, I think I'm not going to jinx anything. I decided at the beginning of the year that I was not going to throw away even the smallest bit of fabric that I have, and I haven't. So far, I haven't thrown anything away, so all the fabric has been used, even the smallest scraps. And I make a lot of dog beds, and I actually made a dog bed in August as well, but it's already in the shelter. I'm not going to show you. But all the scraps, when they are shredded, and I can tell you, I can show you the shredding, yeah, because I don't like grass. So I've got my shredded bits of fabric here, right? They look like that. And I shred them by hand now. It's a matter of choice. I can shred them by a machine, but I don't. So I don't know, if I watch something or whatever, I shred it and it calms me down. It's quite therapeutic. But anyway, I was talking about my high neck tops. So I didn't waste any of the fabric because I added sleeves that are 2-part. So it's almost like a long cuff. But I think it looks good. Well, you might disagree, but I like it. And I don't regret my choice, my decision to patch it like that. And I used up pretty much every inch or every centimeter of this fabric. I don't think there was a lot of offcuts because of the shape of the pattern and because of all of that. And I made 2 of the same because I wear them. I often wear layers in the winter, and as I said, the 2 colors are perfect for my wardrobe, so I've got something to match them with. I have quite a few things that I can wear my tops with these colors. But also, because of the layering that I absolutely love in winter, because I'm always cold, they are perfect for layering and for my cold office. So it's a kind of staple for me. The final dress that I made in August is the McCall's M6886. And I made a sew-along about it, so you can watch the sew-along if you want to know. Well, it's my kind of tweak or hack how to use an overlocker and cover stitch to make it, and how to add the ribbing finishes. Well, I made it because I wanted to wear it, because again, I wanted something to wear in the office, and this is a perfect dress for now because of the circumstances, because of the one who shall not be named. We don't have a lot of people in the office. We can wear pretty much what we want. And I wanted a comfortable dress that would be pretty happy and that I could just curl my legs under and sit in my chair in, wearing the dress, and everything would be fine. And I made the dress because I wanted to wear it immediately. I'm very happy with the dress. It's probably the easiest dress you can imagine, the easiest dress to make, because it's basically a t-shirt type of a dress. You can make the sleeved version as well. I prefer sleeveless things, but I am wearing the top version of the same pattern from the same fabric. The fabric is cotton jersey from material girl Laura, who doesn't trade anymore, but well, sad, but I do understand. And it's finished with different ribbing, but all the finishes are, well, similar. The top stitching is done with the cover stitch again, but in here I just cover stitched the armholes. So you can choose the look, you can choose whatever you prefer, and it looks like that. I prefer my ribbing finishes, but for this one I just wanted something else because they're almost identical, apart from the fact that this one is a top. Well, I kind of started talking about using scraps, or the fact that I decided that this year is going to be no waste year, so I am going to use up everything, all the fabric. And I made another scrap top. And this one is from viscose jersey. That's viscose jersey, and the back is cotton jersey from Stitchy B, the perfect cotton jersey from Stitchy B. And the finishes are, as always in my scrap tops, that's the ribbing, and everything is cover stitched. So the hem is done with the cover stitch, and the top stitching is done with a cover stitch. And this one is the only one that I have at the moment, because my sister, who visited me, took all the others with her. She really likes my tops and my scrap tops, and I'm very happy that she uses them, because at least they're not wasted, they're not sitting in my wardrobe doing nothing, which would be pointless. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am fabric stingy, or I use up all my scraps, and by no means this hobby is sustainable. I don't think my hobby is sustainable, but I'm trying to be less wasteful, or I try not to be wasteful. I use up the fabric that I've got. The next step for me is going to be not to overbuy fabric, which is definitely much more difficult. I make a lot of things, but I wear all my things. If I don't wear them, somebody else wears them, and I only give my clothes to the people that I know are going to wear them, so nothing is wasted. There are also some places that are very happy with your clothes, and I'm not talking about H&M for scraps or whatever, because I don't believe it's something that I can't control. I don't believe in. So if I go to Birmingham and to the homeless shelter or something like that, I know that people take the clothes and they want to wear them. That's fine, because I believe that. And if there is some scheme that I don't fully understand, I don't support it. I mean, I do support it, I just don't have time to investigate if it really works. But I try my best. I try to be slightly better. I will never be a fully good person, but is there anybody who can say that they are fully good? I'm not Greta Thunberg. She's probably the one who is properly sustainable and properly good, but I'm not. This year I've made loads of scrunchies, loads of makeup removal pads, loads of masks, loads of dog toys, loads of dog beds, and believe me, every shelter always needs pet beds, so there is no need to waste the scraps. But I also color block like a crazy person. Okay, I'm digressing again. Well, not quite digressing, because I was going to talk about using up the leftover fabric. The leftover fabric that I had from another project, and sorry, this is really crumpled now and I should iron it, but this is something that I had a scrap of and I didn't really know what to do with it. So I used my favorite simplicity pattern for tiny little scraps of fabric, 6230. It's a skirt, and it takes so little fabric. And the skirts, for me, the skirts are just basic, really wearable skirts. So I made that from the leftover scuba that I had, and again, this scuba is probably not going to last because it puckers. I have worn that, as you can tell, because it's not ironed. But then I had this scrap of the fabric that I really like, and again, this is scuba, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but we'll see. And this is the scuba that I made my sister a dress or skirt from. I got this baby scuba from the textile center, but I like the print. I didn't want to, that's quite a big chunk of fabric that I would have to dispose of in some way. So I made another one, and then I made another one, so 3, breaking the rule of pairs. And the third one is the one that I'm wearing, and I'm wearing it here, but I'll show you in a photo that I'm going to insert here, just because I had just enough fabric to make this skirt of and nothing else. And I wear the skirts a lot. They're, again, something that I don't have to think about. I just put the skirt on, then the top on, and because this one is kind of speckled grey and black, I can pair it with so many things. It is going to be used. I don't wear a lot of trousers, so for me these are the equivalent of like pyjama bottoms for some people. I just wear them in the house all the time because they're so comfortable. They don't restrict my movements, so I love them. Simplicity 6230 pattern is for knit tops and skirts. There is a pencil skirt and also a flared skirt variation in the pattern. The pencil skirt is just below the knee, but I make it shorter. It has back darts and a curved waistband. The pattern comes in sizes 4 to 16. It's a basic pattern, easy to make and easy to fit or adapt to suit your individual needs. I'm also wearing Burda easy funnel neck tops. This is my stay at home and sew look. So comfort over chic. I don't even know if I'm going to show you everything in this vlog, but I think that's going to be kind of nearing the end because I'm showing you knickers. Because I made 2 pairs of knickers and I seem to have developed a habit of making knickers from my leftover fabric from making dresses. So I'm going to always have a set, a dress and knickers made out of the same fabric. But this is viscose jersey, so viscose jersey is perfect. Yes, of course, I've got some rogue thread poking out, but that's the knickers that I made from the leftovers after making one dress, and that's the other one, that's the Isabella dress, I think. I don't necessarily have to wear them together, I probably won't wear them together. But again, they are the Kwik Sew pattern. I forgot which one. I'll add the number of the pattern here, I don't remember. But again, it's tweaked. So it's not precisely as per pattern, but that's the view with thongs. And I cover stitch everything. So I cover stitch the elastic. I mean, I sew it first, then flip it over and cover stitch it. Apparently just cover stitching is fine, it's strong enough, and I do believe it because my shop bought knickers are very often made like that, but I just wanted to cover stitch after the seam, so to have a seam and then cover stitch. And a few of you suggested modeling them, but I have to politely decline. It has nothing to do with me being shy. I'm not ashamed of my body. I don't believe that my bum needs to fit any requirements imposed by either the fashion or any rules imposed by the society. It's not about that. I honestly think that my respectability as a professional person could be undermined by any of my clients seeing my bum on the internet. I earn my money at work. I don't earn money on YouTube, contrary to what some people think. I can earn more in an hour at work than in a year on YouTube, if that makes it any clearer. So yeah, it's all about money. Because I work, I am not going to show my bum on the internet. And it has nothing to do with me being ashamed of my bum, because I think my bum is very attractive. Whether you agree or not is another matter. But I would definitely encourage you to make your own knickers. They shouldn't be very difficult. There are a lot of tutorials. If you want me to make a tutorial, or if you want me to show you how I make them my way, so obviously I use overlocker cover stitch machines and all that, well, just let me know and I'll make one, because it's not a problem whatsoever. You might need to wait because I've got some lined up, some that were asked for. If even like one person really wants me to make a video, I will make this video, but I need to know that it's not a joke. Somebody really wants to know how I do things. Okay, so even if 1 or 2 of you are still here, thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye.